It's Friday, February 14th, 2025. Welcome to your new backcountry snowpack summary brought to you by North Shore Rescue. It's been an amazing week since the last time we talked. In cumulative precip, we got 106 or 110 centimeters of snow. Pretty nice and cool temperatures. Of course, that was accompanied with a little bit of avalanche activity throughout the week, but for the most part, everything stayed pretty small with little destructive potential. There is a crust that formed last weekend on which a lot of the things were sliding, but that bond seems to be tightening nicely, and right now the skiing is pretty phenomenal. We are expecting some new snow this weekend, hopefully quite a bit. So if you want to know what that means for your weekend plans, stick around for the snowpack discussion. This week we're on a west aspect at about 1150 meters. When you dig in the snow, it's pretty easy to tell when you are in the old snow from 2 weeks ago, because you get down there and it feels like you're digging in a Slurpee. And if you taste it, it's a little bit salty, and that's what you can feel now is the tears of 1,000 skiers that were very depressed back then. But since then it perked up quite a bit. Last week we had about 20 centimeters of snow on this surface, which we can still find. And then, during Saturday, as it was snowing, it warmed up a little bit. So we have a bit of a saturated layer down here. And then it got cold again, so it refroze and it created a crust. And that's really, I would say, the most significant feature in the snowpack that happened this week. So we have this crust that was buried on last Sunday, and on top here in this profile we have like 70 centimeters of snow that fell by increments of between 10 and 20 pretty much throughout the week. That snow is settling quite well. As it was falling, we were getting avalanche activity, but usually just in the new layer, crowns ranging from 5 to 30 centimeters. And today we've been skiing around, haven't really seen any signs of instability. When we do compression tests on that new snow, we're still getting resistant results. There are still some interface in there that are producing results on compression test. But we're not seeing any avalanche activity, and we're just expecting these interfaces to tighten up more as the weekend goes by. As far as this crust here, it was quite reactive, so we had pretty touchy conditions around midweek when it was buried around about 30 centimeters, but this also seems to have tightened nicely. So right now it's really good skiing in steep terrain. Today we were actually getting quite a bit of dry, loose snow coming down and picking up a fair bit of mass. So that's certainly something to take into account depending on the terrain that you're going. But if we're looking towards the weekend, it looks like we have another system coming. And depending on the models, you're looking maybe somewhere between 20 and 30 plus centimeters, mostly Saturday and into Sunday night. So this is going to fall on this 70 centimeters resting on a crust. As we said, most of that is well settled. I really doubt that additional load is going to cause any issues there. It's probably just going to help tighten things up. The surface is not especially problematic either. It's really nice dry snow. So there's no real reason to expect this new snow to cause any major issues. However, it is new snow falling on a bunch of snow that fell fairly recently. So we'll definitely want to be a little bit cautious, see how the new snow is sitting, and whether we see any avalanche activity. But for the most part, it looks like it's going to be a nice weekend to be conservative. I think we're probably still going to be around the considerable hazard rating. But the skiing is really good right now. It hasn't been good for a while. So hopefully you get a chance to go out there and take advantage of it this weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.